Good morning. How many places can you get a view like that out your front door in the morning? Not too shabby. Good morning. It is just after 7, I think. No rain. Yay. You can see it's pretty overcast. Windy. Definitely the most coldest morning that I have been here. It's very chilly this morning. But no rain yet. I just looked at got an updated forecast on the inReach. It's now saying 100% chance of rain at 11 and throughout the afternoon. So they're saying it's going to rain sometime today, but who knows when. But tomorrow, no rain is saying. So I'm thinking I could back up and paddle a few hours. At some point it's going to rain. And who knows where I'll be when it does. I already got a nice camp set up here. The wind just blew my pole down under my tarp though. But I got a nice camp set up here, so I might as well stay here and ride it out. I don't have to be anywhere till tomorrow. So why fight the wind and the rain? We will hunker down and let this system flow through and see what the day holds. Now I have to go repair my tarp. Definitely more on the chilly side this morning. Day 6, and I'm finally going to take the time to make breakfast. I've about decided I'm going to stop even bringing breakfast stuff, because all I ever eat is a Quiff bar or a Pop-Tart or something and get going. I never want to take the time in the morning if I've got moving to do. But I am today, because I'm not going anywhere. So, little bananas and cream oatmeal this morning. Make a cup of coffee. It's definitely chilly. And that wind is howling through here off this point too. We will see what the day brings. I did cut up last night in smaller blocks some bigger pieces of solid wood to put in the stove, so you're not constantly feeding it all the time. And they seem to be working really good. Drop a couple more solid hunks in there. They burn a little bit longer. I've enjoyed having that thing. Nine o'clock. So it began. Glad I'm not out there. Not a lot to film today. It's been raining for about 2 hours now, and I got a little chilled, so I have retreated to the tent and hanging out in here reading a little bit. It's kind of nice. I may even take a nap at some point. Well, it is 2 o'clock now, and it's been steady rain since 9 for the last 5 hours. So the forecast was 100% accurate. How about that? But thank goodness I'm not paddling 10 or 12 hours through all of it. So, because it is chilly today, I would hate to be wet all day on top of it. So we'll continue to hunker down. Not a lot else to report. Still raining. We'll let you know if anything changes. It is 6 o'clock and it just stopped raining. Let's hope for good. It has rained steady since 9 o'clock this morning, without letting up. Still kind of misting a little bit, but I'll take it. So I'm on the far end of my little island kingdom in the wilderness here. Let me take you through a little walkthrough. It is so pretty. Try to get through here without touching anything because everything is soaked. Everything's covered in this moss. Never walked on anything like that before. It's like walking on clouds. It is so soft. From one end to the other. How did I get through here? Sorry, that's rough there. I'm gonna squeeze through all of this. Trying to limbo through it without touching anything, without success. It's a nice little point in the middle. The solitude's just amazing. It was the kind of quiet that was scary last night. It was so still, a fish jumped in the lake and I peed my pants. Back down through here. Isn't this nice? Isn't this pretty? I mean, it all just looks like storybook. I should meet somebody named Rapunzel or something back here. Back out to our camp on the other end. All right. Wind blew my pole down. Everything's a soaking wet mess. And it's still misting enough to get me soaked if I stay out in it. So we'll figure out what to do next. See if we can get to some dry in the middle. Use that to get a fire going. Fire would make everything better, right? Ugh, snotty stuff.
chair out just today when I crawled in the tent. It was under the tarp, but it was blowing in enough that it's still soaked. I'm trying to dry out my seat without burning holes in it. And dry myself out a little bit too. I'm fairly damp. Nothing too fancy for supper today. Just some chicken fried rice mix. Cook up. Just to have something hot. And here comes the wind and rain again. Hopefully you can hold off long enough to at least get dinner done. Oh, it's been a good day. Even though it rained all day, they're all good days. I reread all of C.S. Lewis' The Great Divorce today, which I've been wanting to do. Fantastic book. Makes you think about the kind of person you're becoming or not becoming. Just a great read. I recommend it. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. I enjoyed laying in the tent, listening to the rain. It's been a nice, relaxing day, even if everything is a little soggy and chilly tonight. So we're gonna eat some dinner, see what the weather does. Oh, my fire got way hot real fast. Whew. I got warm. That cool off a second and I'll put it back on there. Burnt my fingers off. It's been a good day. Tomorrow the forecast says it's supposed to be cooler and overcast like this, but no rain is what it's saying. So hopefully we can make it to our last stop tomorrow and our last full day. And it's raining again. So I'm back under the tarp to eat supper. Raining and blowing straight sideways. So the tarp is somewhat effective. Hopefully this is just the end of it and it'll blow over quick. Good morning. It's day 7 and it is not raining. It looks like the sun may even try to make an appearance in a minute. So I am anxious to get back on the water and get out of here. So we got to pack up and get going. Everything is sopping wet still. I was hoping the wind would dry it out overnight. I hate packing up wet, but we'll get everything shoved in its proper place and get on the water here pretty early, hopefully. Guess what? It's raining. Woo! Just about the time I get everything taken down. So nothing to do now but finish packing up, and I think this is going to be quick. I hope. It looks like it's trying to get brighter. What do I know?
We'll see.
We are thoroughly soaked, but I think we're ready to go. Everything is loaded up. It's down to just a fine mist now. Hopefully it's about done. Off into the wind and into the mist. See what today holds. It's hard to tell on the map. I think coming up here at first, it's either a really long, narrow channel, or it's a really long portage, or it's one of those areas where it's paddle drag, paddle drag, paddle drag to get through it. It's hard to say, so we'll find out in a few minutes. I think it'll be easier over here. I'm stuck. Well, made it all the way to day 7 before I turned it over. And I did it in 3 feet of water. In and out's the hardest part. I was trying to get over that dam there. It wasn't deep. Thought it was solid, but when I went to step out, I went in to muck up to my thigh, and all my weight got out in front of me, and over it went. So I got a good dousing. If I wasn't soaked already, I'm soaked now. Good news is I got everything. Everything's fine. Even the GoPro seems to be working. As long as my card's not wet inside of there. So all in all, I had planned to take a bath today at some point. I just got it in a bit early. Still raining. It's not bothering me as much now as it was 10 minutes ago. I just get stuck. So all in all, very blessed. It could have turned out a whole lot worse. belting. My last experience with the beaver dam did not go well. Let's hope this one goes a little more smoothly. Alright, we're out of the boat. That's step one. That got me last time. The ground's not too solid. Can we make it? All right. We are through that mess. Nice. No switch. At portage number 4 for the day. This one took a little bit of work to find. It's just those blazes, but it's all the way down around at the end of this point. So when you first come into there, you think this can't be it. There's nothing down there. You keep going, and you can't see that until you are right here. all the way at the end before you can see these blazes. But we found it, so let's see where it goes. Up and over. It's very wet in here and rocky. Oop. And slick. I'm gonna have to make myself go slow. Lots of ankle breakers. Okay, we've done about 8 miles today. Was that 4 or 5 portages? I lost count. 4, I think. We are on our last lake. Lino Lake. I meant to stop earlier, but couldn't find any places I like, so I just kept going. So I'm going to spend the last night out on this nice point here. It's a nice spot to set the tent up in the woods up there. Hopefully the rain is over. I don't feel super confident about it, but my fingers are crossed. Either way, this is it for tonight, last night. Okay, I have had a bath and I feel much better. I have all dry clothes on and that feels amazing. I've got wet clothes hanging up everywhere. I've got gear drying out over here, everywhere. Gear drying out over here, gear drying out over there. We can just get the wind to lay down, or the rain to hold off for a couple hours at least. Let me get it dried out. I'm hopeful it might be done. It looks brighter back that way. And hopefully all the dark stuff is moving off that way. Maybe we'll have a nice last evening. Wouldn't that be something? Aren't those clouds pretty though? Just went to hang something up on this tree and realized it's alive. I have no idea what that is. Pretty sure I don't want to know. From a dead tree that was standing. It appears to be relatively dry. Looky there, first cast. Oh! I think that was the biggest one I've had on. Getting ready to... right at shore. All right. 2 casts, 2 fish. It's not bad. Well, I guess 1.5 fish. The other one got off. 2 casts, 2 bites. I think he'll do nicely for dinner. I've been watching guys run around on videos shoving birch bark in their pockets for years going, come on, it can't be that good. Turns out it is. Come on, Utah, why don't we have any birch trees? Wet birch bark at that. All right, for dinner tonight, we've got pike and pasta. I believe I did the best job yet filleting that guy. He's gonna be, he was decent size. So it is gonna be a feast. Look at all this fish. Just keeps coming out of this bag. Alright. That's going to be good. That's a pile of fish. Fish frying skills have been on point this week. Look at that. Look at that. You won't get better than that at a restaurant anywhere. Oh. And I'm starving. It is, I think it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I haven't eaten since I had a Pop-Tart at 7 o'clock this morning, so I am ready for dinner. Hot. So good. Oh, this is a great way to wrap up the trip. It was another eventful day when you think about it. Packing up everything wet this morning, paddling in the rain, tipping the canoe, which I still can't believe I did. On the last day, made it all week. Just my weight got out in front of me and kept going. But it all worked out okay. Everything's drying out, and it was kind of miserable paddling over, but it's turned into a super pleasant evening. There's still dark clouds, but I don't think it's gonna rain. I think we're gonna have a nice evening to end the trip on, and I'm on the lake where I'm paddling out of tomorrow, so I just have to paddle about maybe 3/4 of a mile up the lake here, and then a 300 meter, I think, 400 meter portage out where the outfitter's picking me up. So I'm gonna relax and enjoy this last night and this awesome meal. Good stuff. Well, day 7 is coming to a close, and so is my time here. And in a ways, it seems like it's flown by, and in another way, it seems like it's been here. I've been here a minute. The days have flown by, the week has flown by, but the individual days, it's amazing how much can happen in a day when you get to the end of the day and look back on it. But just reflecting on the week, Woodland Caribou is amazing. I've done, I think, some pretty epic trips, but I haven't done anything like this that's this remote and kind of this rugged. And today's night 7, I've seen one person all week, and that's amazing. The solitude, if you like solitude, this is the place to come. I hesitate to say that because then other people start coming, but it's been amazing. I would love to think I could come back and do this again, but this is probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Probably won't ever get to do it again, so I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to do it. I'm grateful, Jessica, that I have a wife that allows me to do this, who doesn't understand why I need to do it, but she does understand that I do need to do it. And hopefully I come home a better husband and a better father after some of these trips. I'm grateful to have the health to be able to do stuff like this at 50. Not that 50 is over the hill, hopefully, but I know a lot of 50-year-olds who couldn't do this, and it's been just right this week. Something over between 50 and 60 miles altogether. Physically demanding and hard, but like good hard. Like you're good tired at the end of the day. Not so demanding that you're miserable and want to die, but physically demanding and challenging, and I like that challenging part of it. And canoeing was something new. I feel much more experienced as a canoer now than I did, despite the fact that I tipped it this week or this morning. I think my canoe skills have improved a lot over the week. I feel like I did pretty good for a novice in that department. Fishing's been amazing. Wish I could have done more fishing than I did. Just weather didn't permit that, but I was pretty much able to catch fish at will whenever I needed to catch a fish. Because I wanted to eat fish, I could catch one. I caught enough for dinner tonight in literally less than 5 minutes, 2 casts. The fishing's amazing. Just everything about it's been amazing. The weather could have been a little nicer, but you don't control the weather. You just go with the weather, and that kind of adds to the challenge and the adventure of it. And it must be sad this is over. The time with God's been really sweet this week. You can talk to Jesus anytime. I can talk to Jesus anytime at home, but you get distracted. And you turn 50, you turn into a crybaby. Time with God's been good. Spent a lot of time with Jesus, and it wasn't all just please help me not to drown. There were quite a few times where that was the conversation. Just help me to get out off the water and out of this without tipping over in the middle of the lake and some of those windy spots. But the time with God's been good. The whole week's been good. I feel like the gear I had pretty dialed in. The only thing I didn't bring that I wish I would have brung is, and I meant to, I just didn't grab them, a couple of trash bags. Are handy for when you're packing up wet, so you can put your wet stuff in them and it doesn't get everything inside your bag wet. But I made do with some gallon freezer bags that I had in the food barrel. Other than that, I think I used all the gear I brought. I didn't overbring. I thought early in the week I brought way too much clothes, but I ended up wearing all the warm clothes I brought the last couple days. The only thing I brought that I didn't use, and that was more due to weather and circumstances than anything, was I brought my hammock and I never hung it. But I think if the weather had been different and I'd been able to kind of do the route I'd planned, I probably would have. So I did bring way too much fishing gear. I think I lost 2 lures all week. I brought way too much. I didn't bring a lot, I just brought a little tackle box, but I didn't use 1/10 of what was in there. So anyway, I guess we'll be wrapping up in the morning, a short jaunt over and a carry out. But it's been a great trip. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. I will probably talk to you a little bit in the morning. All right. Back on the water for our last paddle. As soon as I took off all the rain gear, it's decided to rain again. That's okay. I don't know if it's ironic or funny or a blessing or what, but the first calm day I've had in 8 days on the water. This is the stillest the water has been all week. Hardly any breeze. So it should be a nice easy paddle out of here. We might even wet a line on the way out. Wouldn't that be something? Can you believe this? It's so nice out this morning. What a nice gift to end on. Fish on. This actual still water, being able to troll is kind of nice. Oh. Nice pike. I'm hoping he'll flop off now. Go ahead, spit it out. Oh, he's got it way down there. Nice fish to end the trip on. Look at that guy. Nice. And another one. Boy, these guys like to fight. This guy doesn't feel as big as the last one. nice little pike. Go ahead and spit it out. Go ahead. I won't even be mad. He's just a little fella. Okay, we have come to our last takeout point. Supposedly, it's supposed to be right here somewhere.